Oh, we got some underwear. Is that underwear? Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the shop. Today, we got a couple new projects lined up here. We got one outside. We got this flex sitting back here in the prep station, but we're not working on that one today. Today's goal is to get this 2019 Nissan Rogue torn down. We obviously have a right front collision with, I'm going to assume, a pickup truck. We're going to get this thing torn down. I don't think there's any issues with the cooling right now from a visual. Everything looks okay in that direction, but you never know. My main concern right now is if we have any structure damage on this right front corner. I'm sure there's a little, but I don't know if this thing needs to go on the frame machine or not. So I want to get this one torn down before I put another one on the frame machine and tie the machine up. So let's set this thing up on time lapse. I'm going to turn on some tunes and let's just blow this thing apart quick and see what we're getting into. Okay guys, we got it all torn down here. Took a grand total of about 25 minutes maybe. This thing is pretty simple. So inner structure damage. You can see here the end of this bent up a little bit. Obviously the fender bracket's bent. A little damage on this hood bump stop. A little damage here. I'm not quite sure what this is yet. It looks like obviously it's part of whatever ran into said vehicle. Yeah, what do you think it was? Oh, nothing I recognize. Anyways, besides a couple bent tabs here for the windshield washer tank, we got this little, I wouldn't call it a fuse panel, but it basically is supposed to look something kind of like that. Let's see what's inside, but I don't remember. So yeah, got two relays in it. Nothing important. I'm sure they're important, but yeah, that just sits something like that. We are going to get out the portable frame machine and fix this corner up quick. Well, we got everything in a good starting position, I suppose you could say. All this is fine. I mean, it's nothing really to do with anything. The main part is the fender here. As far as where that bracket needs to go, we're actually pretty close. Looks like that guy needs a adjustment. That's gonna go there. That's gonna go there. This needs to go forward. Pretty good for starters. Okay, let's get some bolts in. Well, I couldn't help but notice that the overflow tank is empty and I don't see anything in the radiator here. Where's it going? What's happening here? Not running out anywhere. Uh-oh. Where is that coming from? Well, I just don't know where it's coming from. Ah, the water pump. Right there. The pulley's bent. I have no idea where it's actually coming from though. It's gotta be the water pump pulley. Shaft is bent. Can't say I've ever seen that one before. But, like I said, I've never bought one hit from this corner before. I've never put a water pump in one of these. But it doesn't look like it's that big of a deal. So, we'll get a new one on order and get her done. Let's go back to making things fit. Well, we got a new water pump ordered. It'll be here like Tuesday, so not a big deal. We got plenty to do before then. But we'll put this hood on, even though I just realized that it's bent, but it's not bent terrible, so we'll probably just fix it versus ordering another one. It's not terrible. First fitment, it's just over this way. I mean, not even a 1/4 inch. Just gotta go over that way. Where to put it? Okay, so fitment wise, the hood actually fits between the fenders. Not bad for starters, but the striker is coming down right about here. We're off about probably 1/4, maybe 3/8 of an inch, which means this system here, woohoo! You ever see one of those videos where the hood prop falls out and the hood slams on your fingers? Yeah, we about just did that. So anyways, so this whole system here needs to go over towards passenger side, which makes sense. The hit came in right there into the headlight, so we're just going to make some modifications. This will bolt on right here and give it a couple Yankee Dankies and see what it does. .46 3/4. Closer. Well, it's not cooperating, so I'm going to help it to cooperate. Closer. We got our gas pretty good. It doesn't want to latch. Like, not even at all. Like, not even a little bit. wonder what's up with that. One of them ones, huh? Well, we're all finished up on the frame machine. And don't mind my voice, I picked myself up one of those man colds this weekend. We had some issues. I didn't record a lot of it because I didn't have the answer. And I've seen this before, but not this bad. So let me show you what my issue was. And basically we're gonna be looking at this headlight bolt right here. There's 4 mounting points for the headlight. Let me show you on the other side. So on the fender, a pin slides in this little slot, a bolt goes in there. And on the top, we got a bolt here, and then this bolt down here on the lower radiator support. Now on this side, everything fit. The fender fit, the top fit, it fit nice, the hood shut, everything looked good. But this mounting point, the headlight was like right here. I mean like 3/4 of an inch over. And nothing I did for 3.5 hours changed it. And I really, honestly, could not figure it out. But I needed to figure it out because a lot of people probably just throw a screw in that thing and call it a day. But that's not kind of how I roll. I wanted to know why that was like that, because I've seen this before, but not this bad. So I put some time into it, and I thought, you know what, let's figure out what's going on. And it didn't dawn on me until I put in the new washer tank, which bolts to the side of this frame rail right here, up and down low here. And it also bolts to this fender support bracket. Now this goes to the fender, so that's all tied together, that's all stationary. And this bolt was like a 1/2 inch off this way. Then I got thinking, okay, this thing came in from a side hit from this angle. I really didn't think it hit this bumper that hard. And I assumed if it did bend it, it was just going to be on this inner support here. I mean, that would fold over. But after some research and measuring, I figured out that the frame rail, the top of the frame rail was rolled over. I couldn't believe what I did fixed it, because it wasn't making any sense in my head as far as, I didn't think moving the frame rail over would stretch this over. It was unbelievable. So what we did is we anchored the radiator support low with the cradle to the right side, and then I put a clamp on here and literally pulled it just to put pressure on it. And as it did, you could watch this hole walk over. It was pretty impressive. I really didn't think that that's where the bend was. That was the last place I went because I really didn't believe that's where the problem was. But as I did that, it rolled this over and lined up that tank right there. So after about 5 hours of screwing around, it took, I don't know, 7 minutes to fix it. But now I know for the future, because like I said, I've seen this issue on Rogues before, but usually off like, an 1/8 or a 1/4 inch, nothing drastic. Usually I can kick enough around and get all the bolts in. But that one was way off, so now I know. So we got the hood jammed out, we got the fender jammed out. Today, I did do a bunch of block sand on this Salvage hood for another project, but today's bodywork, since we're doing that hood, I got a dent here, we got a little damage down here on this fender. Original plan was to replace the fender, but if I save that, then I don't have to blend into the door, saves me material and time. I don't have to pull all the junk out of there. So we do have very minor shipping damage right here, so I need to get a skim coat on here, skim coat on there. We got just a couple things to fix on this hood right here, a couple dings in the front, a couple chips in the gel coat. Other than that, the hood itself, it's a Salvage, so it's always good quality. We'll get this sanded out quick, get a little glaze on it, and then we'll finish it up and get it ready for paint. All right, we got everything ready for primer. Hood's ready. The other hood's ready. Fender's ready. Pretty simple. Just blocked everything out with 180. D8'd it out with 320. wash the hood off with water because you never want to use an air blower on fiberglass because it will create static electricity like no other. Well, it's a new day. It's Wednesday, and we are back on this old girl here. Last night I came back out, turned on some tunes, and got it all ready for paint. Threw the hood and the fender back on, obviously. Red Scotch-Brite on the hood and the fender. 1000 grit, and then a gray Scotch-Brite on the door and the other fender. And we got a cup of sealer mixed up in the gun. About a G3, G4 as usual. And we are going to get this thing sealed, based, cleared, and get it done because we are going out to dinner tonight for the wife's birthday. So if you get a minute, wish Robin a happy birthday in the comments section. Other than that, let's get this thing done. Alright, let's go. Well, we're back working on the Rogue today, and I need to get this water pump replaced. The pulley's got a bend in it from the incident that it was involved in, but I can't get to the tensioner to release the tension on the belt. It looks like it's a 17mm socket, and any of the serpentine belt kits that I see don't come with a 17mm socket on it. So I think what we're going to do is I just have the motor jacked up. I got a block underneath the oil pan, and we're going to pull this upper mount. The frame rail is just blocking the tensioner by like an inch. So we're just going to lower it down, see if that's enough. Sneak up in there now and get this belt off. Somehow. Go nice and easy. Okay, now we can tackle the water pump. So we just need to fish it out. And there's our water pump. A dent right there. And it's leaking on the shaft now, so needs new one. Okay, so we got our new water pump ready to go here. Get our gasket ready to go. Put a bolt in there to hold the gasket together. And before I go any further with assembly on this, I'm going to fill it up because, like I said, mine was leaking because the shaft was bent from the incident. I'm assuming that's where it looked like it was coming from. Much better. No dripping. So we got the coolant all filled up after replacing that water pump. Now we just do, I think we just need some headlights and a bumper cover. For the most part, I got everything pre-assembled already. It's pretty boring work. Got the door panel put back together, stuff like the mirror put back on, all the boring stuff. Other than that, we just need to slam some headlights in here. I should probably plug them in first though, shouldn't I? That was kind of dumb. Dave says let me okay it first. My phone beeping over there. Hopefully gonna go golfing tomorrow. Get out of this shop for a while. Let's plug this one in before we put it in. Try something a little different, huh? Click. Click. Before we go any further, let's check, make sure everything works, right? Okay, everything looks good. Let's continue on. Well, we're running out of parts quickly here, which is a plus. We just got to plug the camera in, throw the grill on, tighten up the, finish up the airbox, I think. Couple push-ins. I think this girl's about done. As far as I know, anyways. We'll see if there's any other hidden issues when we drive it. Well, everything's fitting fairly well. Just a little taller over here, but not concerned. That hood could go down just a hair, but it's still jacked up, so I'm not going to worry about it. Well, we got the old girl turned around here, and there's one last thing to address, and that is the frickin' disaster in here. Now, I don't know what the story is with this, but this is what I'm going to assume. Whatever crashed into this car was probably a pickup truck, and this is all the stuff out of the back of the pickup truck that they dumped into the back of this Rogue, because it's not in. It was not in here. That's for sure. This car is too clean to have this much garbage in the back, and all these tools are rusty. I mean, everything's rusty. This thing's pretty cool. A little pair of pliers or something there, but it's a Klein Tools. Goes on your belt buckle. I might keep that, but we need to go through this and clean it out. So I got a 5-gallon bucket for metal and the garbage can for garbage, and we're not going to go through the old first aid kit or the old X-Shot Insanity. He was a cool one though, evidently. I don't know why we have so many license plates. License plate frames. Mambas, if everybody wants one. Looks still squishy. Some sort of Dremel thing. Some hand tools of some sort. Woo! Tire repair kit. Don't think we need that. Hey, there's the owner's manual. That's a plus. I don't know what this is. I will be washing my hands afterwards. Husky tools, some screwdrivers. Yeah, I'll keep that screwdriver. The ratchet don't look too healthy. That thing ain't gonna work. These here might get a little WD-40 on them, and they're Kleins. They're a good name there. Some sort of reflective thingamadoohickey. Some Neosporin. I might need that later. These still work? Yeah, a little WD-40. That might be good. We'll save them. These are just some cheap pliers. We don't need those. License plate frames, half-inch ratchet. Looks a little rusty. It is a heart. Got some gum. More license plate frames. Some bourbon by Bath and Body Works spray. Yeah, woo! Wow, that's strong. I don't know what the hell that is. McDonald's toy? USB adapter. Hammers. Hammer, hammer, hammer. Got Craftsman 1 1/16 wrench. We'll keep that. Got some big ass zip ties. I'll keep those. I use those. What do we got here? Some sort of eye wash? Sodium chloride? Nope. Nope. Keep that. Vice grips? Any good? They are hyper tough. Yeah, they work. Yep. We'll keep those. Big ass screwdriver. I think I actually have that exact screwdriver. I don't need any of these sockets. I don't think there's anything in here worth keeping. Hey, we got some floor mats. That's a plus. Heavy in here, or this? Oh, some sort of dog mat. What do we got here? Carlisle 18mm. Yeah, I don't need it. Oh, we got some underwear. Is that underwear? Oh yeah, those are definitely boxers. Hey, they're Hanes anyways. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Good vacuuming, and it'll look like it never happened. So, I think we're going to get this thing cleaned up. These are a couple tools we're going to keep here. I'm willing to bet these Klein tools go with that case right there. I'm going to see if I can get them freed up. A little WD-40. We'll see if we can save them ones. But other than that, we're going to get this thing vacuumed real quick and run it around the road, see how she does, take it out, get it inspected, get some pictures, get it for sale, get it out of here. So hang tight. Well, I think that's it for this one, guys. The ran out, had it inspected, everything's good to go there. The steering was off a little bit, so we swung by Jamie's, threw it on the rack, fixed that all up. Other than that, runs and drives great, quiet. I mean, it's only got 20,000 miles on it right now, so it's like a brand new car still. So yeah, that one's gonna wrap this one up. We'll get her listed tomorrow, get her on the old marketplace for sale, and we're probably gonna buy another one tomorrow. I'm gonna try to buy one tomorrow. I don't know if I want it or not. It's got a lot of chrome on it, and I'm not a chrome guy, so anyways, if it goes cheap, we're gonna buy it. If not, we'll wait for another one to show up. But anyways, that's it for this one. We'll catch you on the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.